Welcome back to the channel, guys and girls, or welcome to the channel if you're new. In this video, we're working on Chapter 6, Season 2. It's going to be the new intro, so let's get into it. We actually toned down the volume of this intro because it probably is copyright and we didn't want to get stuck with it. So, we did leave a little bit in there, but we didn't want it to overpower the video and actually get striked, so hopefully that's okay for everybody. We are going to be posting Season 1 and Season 2, but we're going to have Season 2 daily just to make sure that we have it up to date and current. Now let's get into the video. Seems like there's going to be a lot of vault bank robbery type things in this video, so it's going to be quite interesting. So just like last season, it does seem like the battle pass went up to 1,000 V-Bucks instead of 900. And just some update notes here, just in case somebody wanted to review what had changed or what was updated. You can actually pause the video and read through these. As per usual, we have a scenic view for dropping in just to give a nice calm pleasant viewing before we get into the rampage. So this map is partially changed, some of it's still old school or the last season, but there's newer locations and there are things modified in some of the older locations as well. So our daily quest is to visit 2 separate locations, and one of them is going to be this oasis over here, so that's where we're dropping in first. I did see this blue chest here as I was gliding in, so I decided just to stop up on the mountain instead of going down in the village. It looks like Chug Jugs are back, so we're going to have a good time with that. So there's going to be a lot of new items here, so once we pick them up, we're just going to be trying to figure out what we should use and stuff, because this is our first game on. We have no clue what any of these things are. We actually have to go over to the number 3 slot item just to figure out what it is, because it looks like a bunker, but we can't tell. So I can hear somebody coming around the side here, and as you can see, this guy's healing inside the pond, or pool. And it did say that it wouldn't deploy, but it did deploy anyways. I don't know if it just self-destructed because it wasn't in the right location. But then we got third-partied as well, so we're trying to learn things and being swarmed by opponents at the same time. It does seem like our ADS is off as well, so we might have to change all that back. We actually tried picking up those shockwaves, but it just didn't grab them when we went over them, so that opponent actually got to pick them up. So it said pulse scanner, so I was assuming you could throw it and it would stay in the inventory, but it just recharge, and that wasn't the case. It actually just dropped it here. And I don't know if you can actually pick that up or not, so we might have just wasted it. But that's going to be the whole trial of learning with all these new items. So I did watch a streamer, Loya, actually stream this before I played it, so I was aware of the vaults. And if you are purchasing the battle pass or anything in the item shop, use a support a creator code. I don't actually have one. I use Loya. So just whoever you watch or prefer to use, go ahead and use them just so they get a kickback. Doesn't cost any extra, just helps out. So you can see there's actually a vault down here, and I wasn't sure if you could actually just throw these onto the vault for it to start or not. Normally you just have to go up to it and press where it's blue, but as you can see it did stick to it and start unlocking the vault. So the vault unlock is actually a long process, but if you have a whole bunch of thermite, you can just throw them on the glowing red parts of the vault, and it helps unlock it faster. You can also hit it or shoot it, but that's just a waste of ammo, in my opinion. So I know this person's going to be a problem, I just don't know if they're going to come back and try and chase me down or what. These vault NPCs are actually really strong as well. Tried switching over to the mammoth to blast him, but it had to reload, so I had to switch back over to the shoddy, and we got eliminated there. One of our quests was to emote or to jam at a named location, so that's what we first started here. And I wasn't aware, but these trains actually have auto turrets on them. There's over 500,000 people playing Fortnite right now, or the Battle Royale solo version. So it is quite laggy, the servers are kind of overloaded, plus my internet isn't the greatest. So if you look at number 4 slot, we actually have a new med mist. So it's like a smoke screen, but you also get healed in it as well. So here, this guy was just lasering me. I don't even understand how, but I'm at 1 health, and I dropped a final hit on him, and he still had 40 HP, so he ended up winning that battle. This is our first time using the Sub-Zero's combat kit. So here we actually leave this gameplay in just so you can see how all of the NPCs end up coming out. There's like a boss that shows up in this one as well. We're over at Seaport City though, and we actually do get to get in this vault here. So this collateral damage weapon is probably going to be the best one in the game that I've noticed so far, that's new anyway. We do have the Klinger rockets back, along with some other items as well.
Brazil, you're so beautiful right now. Wow.
So as you can see in the bottom right corner, there's actually a glowing pin there. That would be the target one that you need to blow up to open the vault. And now it's going to be the top right one. I decided to pick up the big pot though and just heal. We do have one elimination, 63 people remaining. So as you can see, the vault door is blowing up now. There's one final red bar here, and I thought that was going to be a thermite, but it wasn't. So I ended up just scanning on the ground here. So we're just going to have to wait for the vault to actually open up. As you can see, the timer up top was complete. Now the doors have blown off. So what I'm doing is just blocking the entrance so nobody can just peek on me right here. But we have an epic chest and a sticky grenade, and we're gonna go with a bat. So there are some DC coins which are new. And what you do with the DC coins is there's some black markets spread across the map. You can see map logos throughout the map, and you can buy specific things that are mythic or legendary at the black market. You can use gold as well, but the DC coins are specifically for mythic items, I believe. And you can get booms, snipers, SMGs. All of these safety deposit boxes actually have gold in them, so we're just going to sit here and harvest all this gold. And we didn't really like the bat from last time, so we're just going to swap that out. As you can see, here's the Med Mist. It's a new item. That's going to be the end of the vault. Here's the black market, or one of the black markets. I actually had somebody chasing me down here. He ended up blowing up my vehicle, but I have shockwaves. So there's this green door. I wasn't sure which door it was going to be. This green door takes you down to the black market. You have a new character down here as well. So now we have a mythic Falcon Eye sniper. And then the back side of this is a SMG, but we didn't pick that up because we really wanted to keep the shoddy. We still have one DC coin to use, but there wasn't anything we could purchase with it because we didn't want the SMG at this time. And we did use the rift just to get out of there because we knew there was somebody up at the top. So this guy was the one that was in the market trying to chase us down. So as we were going after this guy, he ended up running away. His hired character was actually healing him as well, as you can see. And he sneaks out the back door here. So it seems like this sniper has 3 rounds before it has to reload. So I decided to launch some sticker grenades, and we actually finished him off with his NPC or hired bot, which would have been Jade. Number 6. So on the mini-map, there was a logo up here, just black and looked like a tombstone. I couldn't tell what it was. So I was going to stop and check it out. As you can see, there's a black and gold porta potty here. But there was a car following me, so I had to leave. So we will check up on that later on. But it only shows up on the mini-map while you're close. Once you get out of this vicinity, it doesn't show up. So it's probably some kind of secret or special vault down there. So we're in the top 5 at this point. We only have 2 eliminations, but we're struggling to stay alive. So let's see what we can do there.
So how you feeling?
So we actually have a third party coming up. We didn't realize it, but then we get heavy cannoned by this guy. So we got some items unlocked from these 3 or 4 games that we played. So we're just going to go ahead and show you what we got for unlocks. Looks like we have 3 items. Got a back bling, got some pickaxes, and an emote. So we're in Chapter 6, Season 2. That's going to be our intro. We completed a lot of the first quests, and we are working on the crime spree next. So for the story, there's nothing unlocked. Still have 2 days. We do have some Week 0 quests that we can do. That's going to be the end of the video. If you liked it, go ahead and click the like button if you'd like to see more. Subscribe. Thanks again. Stay safe, stay positive, and have an amazing day.